All right. Good morning, my neighbors. So you see it on the screen right there. Please make sure you call DOT today at some times. If you ain't got nothing to do all day, just keep calling. Call them every hour and let them know about your concerns about the situation in Andrews on MLK and Highway 41. Make sure you make that call today, all day. Um, Make sure you make that happen. All right. So listen, I know this is a little bit different from the norm. So what I need you to do is continue to go ahead and get yourself ready for work. Don't get distracted. All right. You don't want to be late. But just had to hop on here early this morning because the internet, man, Facebook is definitely one of the craziest hoods in the world. But just a couple of things I wanted to deal with this morning. First of all, good morning and welcome to the world. Shout out to the Big Rig Kids, the event that took place on Saturday over at Georgetown at Howard Gym. Shout out to the Big Rig Kids. That was a great event. Had a lot of fun. Shout out to Amir and Kaja. They did a great job. Did a great job on their interview and the vendors. And so shout out on that. Shout out to those people that did that. Again, a lot of great vendors. I know for sure going to be linking up with Kidogu Farms this coming Friday. They have an event. I'll be sharing it out. I'll be tonight when I go live. I'll have a whole piece on that event. But definitely was a great event, great outing. A lot of people came. The weather wasn't the best, but people still came out. It's always a blessing to see kids, taking charge, having an active role in what's going on in the community. So why am I on here early this morning? There's a couple things I wanted to get to. I need to know why the prominent business owner has not been arrested yet. Apparently, there's some kind of bug or something going through the restaurant because, restaurants not been open for the last couple of days due to illness with employees or whatever that's all about. But, oh man, a couple other things. Patrick Newton, listen, if those people are driving through your neighborhood like that, man, you need to either put up a camera and somehow catch some license plates and turn those things in. Like, guys, we got to step up in our communities, fellas. Okay, we got to step up and take a active role in what's going on in these communities with these kids. We got to take an active role with what's going on in law enforcement, because if law enforcement can't or doesn't have the ability to protect your neighborhood, brothers, it's time to start thinking in these ways of how we're going to protect ourselves. And we got to start thinking about that kind of thing. Something else that came up on this Facebook. Andrews, shout out to the Andrews Fire Department. They just got a new ladder truck. Beautiful new ladder truck. Sorry I wasn't able to make it to the event. To be honest with you, I fell asleep. I was working that day and I fell asleep. I was wore out and I did not make it up there. But I see it was a good turnout, and for the most part, everybody was pretty much happy with what they saw. But then, you have those few who, and for some reason, they seem to be the loudest. But one of the biggest issues that I have with social media is the misinformation. And I mean, there's nothing. So anyway, here's what I'm getting to right here. So this guy right here from Hemingway went through and looked at some of his stuff, Mr. Ackley Walk Weaver, and I guess he's a DJ or something. And again, he's from Hemingway, South Carolina. This is the place that basically just rewrote the rules, the policing rules, because of their hiring practice with police. I went through his whole page, and I never seen him post anything about any of the situations affecting Hemingway. But his Facebook page is a bunch of goofy shit. That's what it is. A bunch of just, goofy stuff. And so here he's saying, what a freaking waste of tax. I guess that's money there. Can't even find water to support that fire truck. Y'all better start voting. Is one of the reasons why I honestly believe that they should take the right to vote from a lot of people. And this person here, Ackley, would be definitely one of those candidates who should be, if he does have a right to vote, they should take his right to vote. Okay. Ackley, or DJ Ack, or whatever your name is. I got time for your ignorance today, sir. Okay. Here's some more of your ignorance. Let's see what you say here. And the reason why I got time for it is because, again, people like you are more dangerous to the community than some of these drug dealers. Because, you get up and you say, federal grant tax, I guess that's money, being effed over. Andrews can't even afford to finish the building to store it in. And it's like reading the Bonics when they put the two, and it's just like there's one more character. If you'd have just put T and an O, that would be there. And then he got the laughing emojis like he's some kind of teenager or something like that. And I see you, bro. You's a whole grown man, but you was a whole grown ignorant man. First of all, the money, I don't know what federal grant tax money you're talking about. That's just something that people say when they don't know what they're talking about, and you don't know what you're talking about. And as far as the money that it takes to finish that building, that you have no idea what you're talking about, money was raised. That money came from Georgetown County. Okay. That's what and that wasn't federal tax money. That was 1 cent penny tax money. Okay. There's a difference between federal money and 1 cent penny tax money. Okay. And let me slow it down for you, because I know you probably was on the slow bus, but the 1 cent penny tax money is collected from the citizens of the county of Georgetown County, not the federal government. Okay. There was no federal government money ever used in the purchase of this ambulance. Okay. And there's a thing called the Freedom of Information Act, and you could very well know where this money came from to purchase this. But again, people like yourself who, what are you doing in Hemingway? Okay. What are you doing for the community, in your community, aside from spreading garbage? You know what I mean? And what are you talking about the water to get to get water for it? And here's the thing. It's just like, what is Andrews supposed to do? How is it supposed to, how does the rebuilding of a place, How does that supposed to look? Okay, because I don't understand any move these people make is the wrong move in a person like your eyes, who don't know nothing. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're too slow to even know that, hey, bruh, I could very well find this stuff out. All I got to do is, do a Freedom of Information Act request. Okay, but this is what you get on Facebook and you talk about right here. DJ Act. That's what I think is seen on there. And no, you're not supposed to get on Facebook. I'm not saying that you're supposed to get on Facebook and everything you're supposed to have is factual. I like to get on here and post funny stuff too. Okay? But I don't post ignorant stuff, and this is pure ignorance right here, bro. What federal grant tax money are you talking about? I want everybody to know that Aki Lee Weaver, he don't know nothing. He goes on Facebook screenshotting and scrolling and getting and commenting on top of this, and you completely 100% wrong. Okay? That wasn't federal money that was supposed to be used to this is the thing. Like, this is why I'm telling you, to the people of Andrews, to the citizens of Andrew, you're by yourself, okay? Everybody's sitting around and they don't think you deserve nothing. They don't think you guys deserve nothing. Forget what good that fire truck could do. But they don't have a place to store it. They can't even afford to finish. The problem is, a lot of people think that government is run in the same fashion that they run their homes, and it's not run that way. And it's unfortunate that you don't have the ability to understand. I think one of my strongest abilities is the fact that I know I don't know a lot, and I'm not afraid to say that I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on it, just open my mouth and start speaking and not know about it. And I don't feel no less than to tell you that I don't know. I don't understand. And that's a big issue with a lot of people. And then they get dug in on this ignorance and just and you spread it around the neighborhood. Why don't you spread this phone number to SCDOT and have somebody call down there today? Everybody who can, make that phone call today. The SCDOT. And yeah, Mr. Patrick, there's things that you can do. Again, men, you're going to have to step up. Okay? You're going to have to step up. Hopping on Facebook, you know what I mean? Putting out this kind of garbage right here. That's not. And I promise you, he couldn't tell you anything about where he actually lives at, because he's probably not concerned about any of that. But somehow he's aware of what Andrews did with his money. I mean, what has to happen? You need a victim before there's a crime. And I get that. I know that's a slippery slope, but there's no reason why a 50 plus year old man should be on any social media app communicating with a 15-year-old child that's not his. 15-year-old female child, male man, female child. There's no reason for that. And I read the comments on everybody saying that some of you people, some of you guys are totally convinced that nothing's gonna happen and it's just a waste of time and this, that, and the other. I choose not to think in those terms. Okay. I choose not to think that way. So I respect the fact that you believe that nothing's gonna happen, and you're right. Nothing's gonna happen because you're not gonna make anything happen. Okay. So I'm so glad that the abolitionists, that the folks who thought it was wrong to enslave another human being, I'm glad they weren't pussies. I'm glad they weren't soft. I'm glad they had the resolve. I'm glad they had it in them. And I wish we had a little bit of what they had in them, so that when somebody tells us no, and this is the way things are, that we'll have a little bit more about us to push back. Okay? So, yes, I respect the fact that nothing has happened, and I respect the fact that they've been trying to do this for a long time, but history is littered with cases of them saying no, not understanding that something needs to happen. Okay? That's just my approach to that. No, they don't want to do it, but sometimes you have to compel them to do it. But anyway, man. Again, the Big Rig Kids was a very, very nice event last Saturday. And I look forward to hanging out at Kadogu Farms this coming Friday. Again, I'll have a lot more information on that coming up here. And here's a picture of Highway 41 North. Make sure you call DOT today, 855-467-2368. Make sure you make that call today. I heard you. They don't, whatever. Okay. At minimum, I mean, something's gonna happen. Something's gotta happen. And they want you to drag a dead body up there, basically. They want you to bring the body up there and say, hey, look, okay, we got a body for you. Can we get this now? And that's definitely not the way things, that's not the way things work. So, no doesn't mean no. No means I'm talking to the wrong person. Not all the time. Whoa. No means no, okay? But anyway. So, DJ Ack, stick to spinning records, bro. And posting some of that silly stuff you post on Facebook. Stick to that. You're pretty good at that. Figure out what happened, what's going on with this guy right here, Mr. Legs. Mr. You in bed yet? You already in bed. In Williamsburg County, please update your police stuff, your detention center, listings, please. Anyway, man, I gotta go get me some coffee. I like one of those memes I seen yesterday. It said, coffee spelled backwards is EFOC, and I don't give EFOC until I have my coffee. That was funny right there. One bomb for that one, man. Again, DOT, make sure y'all call. Congratulations to the Andrews Fire Department. Just wanted to get on there, talk about Mr. Act today. Mr. Ackley, DJ Act. Y'all tag DJ Act, tell DJ Act, the boy from Andrews is talking about him. Welcome to Andrews. Tell him he made it. Yep. Tell him he made it. And if you made it this far, let's share this. Anyway, let me get myself together. Y'all know what it is. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning, my neighbors. Little breakfast edition. Before breakfast edition, I guess. All right. So again, y'all make sure y'all call DOT today as many times as possible. Just tell them I'll tell you to call. If they ask, what are you calling for? And I'll be making my calls up there as well. But that's all I got for you this morning, people. Good morning, my neighbors. Peace.